Welcome to the video. It's MC Mateo. How y'all guys doing tonight? Or evening, morning, afternoon, I don't know. How y'all doing? So, in today's video, your boy's gonna be reviewing the movie Iron Lung. Ain't that fire, right? Now, before we get into the video, there are two things. One, if you could see to my left, that guy right over here, don't mind him. He's just observing, I think. Yeah, just don't pay attention to it. Opa, I'm not looking up. Yeah, don't pay attention to it. Secondly, I just want to put out, yes, there's going to be some spoilers. Just watch this after. It's going to be, in the title. I'm going to be talking about it in the description and all that. And this is something that I really want to talk about. I was really excited to watch this movie because it's a content creator making a film, and you could watch it all over the country. Literally, people are excited to watch it. They supported Markiplier, publishing this movie, making people, watch it, all that. And it's really inspiring because of this type of milestone within the community of content creation. And especially this weekend, I don't know if it is this weekend, I think it's today, which is Saturday, the 31st. The Grammys, I think it's today. I don't know. But Black Boy Max is nominated for an award, and I'm really excited to see if he wins it. If he doesn't, I don't really care because, look, he got nominated for a Grammy. He's the first ever streamer to win a Grammy. Do you know how insane that is? Yeah, it's insanity. All right, now let's move on with the video. Iron Lung. So, Iron Lung is based on a indie game made by, what's this guy's name? David Szymanski. Hopefully I did well on pronunciation.
David Shemaisky.
Fuck. Yeah, David. Let's just call him David. The category of this game, it's a horror, atmospheric, psychological horror type, game. And Markiplier one day, he just made a video on it because, Markiplier, he creates content based around, horror games. And that's what he was built off of. Horror games and all of that. Funny moments, some of that. I think it's been a while since I've watched a while. But with the movie, he really got inspired, and this is where I think his creativeness really kicked in, and he wanted to make a movie film for it. Now, I don't know how much the budget was. It wasn't too high. It's not like fucking $100 million dumped in. So I think it's like below 50 million. And it's probably gonna generate over that because for box office total, all of that. And so with the film, it's shot really differently with mainstream, movies that come out now. It's like shit. I don't know what the ratio is. What film? I'm googling this on my phone just to make sure. So it was produced with a 1.851 aspect ratio, and just to compare that with other films, the aspect ratio is 2.39 by 1 or 2.40, which is called a scope, and it's the most common widescreen aspect ratio for filmmaking. And then there's also, the others. There's the IMAX, which is, the bigger ones. Which is fuck, what's his name? I forgot him. But the director, the film director that made, that made Interstellar, all that, Oppenheimer. There's that as well. And then I forgot the other ratios. Yeah, I just know IMAX and all that. But on with the movie. I'm kind of rambling on. I just wanted to tell you about the aspect ratio that was used, and I did like it. It was used nicely because if it were to be like a wider one, the most commonly used one that we see in most movies, I don't think it would have, been well to use it. It wouldn't be really good because look, with Mark slash Simon slash convict, that's the name in the movie, his character, Simon slash convict. With Simon, he is stuck inside of a submarine, and let's just say the submarine is almost like, I'd say almost like Ocean Gate. Reminds me of like a little bit with size and how it looks like. But it looks like a common, the most well-known types of marine submarines. But with the submarine that he's in, he is in like an old rusty one. It does not look like it was welly maintained. Did I just say welly? That doesn't. It doesn't sound good. It just doesn't. It's not very nice. It's not in good form. And with this submarine, he has a mission where he has to like scope out the landscape of the bottom of the ocean. And mind you, the ocean that he's in is not like, oh, crystal clear water. I can see everything. What the fuck? Oh. It's like blood. So, look, you see this water over here, right? That's water. But imagine this, but as blood, and it's really, really thick, and you cannot see much within it. So yeah, he's just like in massive amounts of blood, just going. He's descending, just to do his mission. And mind you, he has to do his mission because he got caught into some shit, and I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he's in prison, and he has to do this mission so he could be a free man. So he wants to do the mission so he could be free. Of course, like why wouldn't you want to do it? And apparently, Simon, he was in something that he didn't want to really be a part of, and that he was somewhat set up in, and it's not too good. Like I think, if I recall it correctly, he made a space station explode. Like he terrorist attacks basically. With his group of brothers, so-called brothers, he say, that backstabbed him. Punched him in the back, stabbed him. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, he gets down to the bottom. He gets down to the bottom, and he's just sketching out the landscape. And then, if you've seen the poster of Iron Lung, he's taking pictures of it underwater, because, well, should I say underwater for this? I'm getting used to it, because like submarines are underwater, but he's in blood. So just like when he's just in the pool of blood, he has to take pictures of the landscape to trace it out. And mind you, with the camera that he uses, it's X-ray photos, so it's like black and white. There's no color towards it, And we'll get back to it with with the X-ray photos. So he's taking a photo of the landscape, and then out of nowhere, fucking monster appears. and it's exactly the fucking creature with the teeth have like in the poster for the movie. It's the Iron Lung. I don't know what they call the monster, but they call it the skeleton. So kind of like me, a little bit. And so he says, "Whoa, what is this?" So he reports it back. They uploaded up to their, thing. Just they can see the photos, and they can get like limited amounts of pictures. So they grab that one, they see it, and they tell them to ascend. Well, they're making them ascend, and yeah, it's pretty bad. They they control it because he's a convicted, I don't know, terrorist, I think, and he doesn't have much control over the submarine as other people would have. He doesn't have a controller, not his 360 Logitech off-brand controller and all that. But yeah, he controls it. Like only a little bit. Like he could only go like do 360s and then go forward, backward. Then yeah, that's all he can. Like he can't ascend, he can't descend. He can't do any of those. Like he can't do those two. He can't really crouch jump, see? So he takes a picture of the skeleton. He reports it back. He ascends, and then the person on the speaker that talks to Simon slash the convict. Let's call her. Yeah, her name's Ava, because she reveals it later on. Because she didn't know Simon's name, and just called him convict. That's why. So Simon and Ava are talking, and Ava's saying that he should go back down, and they're going to put like a little hook on the front end of the submarine so he could grab a sample from that skeleton just for research purposes. And he said he's arguing because he was promised that, he could just go down and trace the mission and all that. But you want to know something? He is a convicted terrorist, and they do not trust him as much, and he knows something is off. Like, they say, like, it gets really hot in the submarine. There's, like, a lot of condensation, they say, and it's leaking a little bit. It's like leaking blood, because that's where he's in. He's in a ocean of blood, And that's what happens. He's just gonna go down. He's gonna descend with the hook. And there is also one thing to note. He cannot get out of the submarine whatsoever. And Ava said, your first thing to do is to do the mission. That's why you're welded in. You cannot get out of it. So in my mind, I was like, this man is fucked. He's gonna be dead. He's not coming out of that submarine. It's like his own jail cell. So just from my standpoint, I know he's dead. And it's not looking good for him. So now, we'll be talking about him going back down. Alright, Mark / Simon is descending to get to Sam, which could be his last time him descending. Well, him being at the surface basically and seeing people. So yeah, he's ascending, trying to find a creepy crawler monster and all that. Bless you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. He's going back to the spot, but he's saying, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he was suspicious when he came back up and was telling Ava, look, I don't think I don't think that was a creature or a skeleton. It looked really weird. I'm not messing with it. No. Let me out. I don't want in. I don't want in on this anymore. I don't like it. I'm scared. But, he was sealed in, welded in. He is fucked. And I'm telling you, fucked. So yeah, he went back down, tries finding it, but it's not in the exact coordinates that he found it the last time, because it was moving around, but he didn't want to say, oh, like it was right in front of him, both sides, all that. It was even behind him. Like, look. Well, obviously it's not here. I'm the only skeleton. Look, he didn't find it up until later because he was going crazy, and what else happened? I really forgot. Holy shit, I'm trying to remember. It literally happened a few hours ago. Oh yeah, he found out some stuff. He's having like hallucinations, and he thought he saw a person right behind him that was in his submarine. So he went into the back to see what was going on, and there was nobody there. It was just hallucinations. Like it was just like some crazy shit that he's being on some crazy shit because it's just him by himself doing nothing. What was that? He's going crazy in the submarine, and his oxygen is depleting by, I'd say, hours. Yeah, I could say the hours. So it's being depleted, and it's not looking good because he was welded in to the submarine, as I've already said a few times. I'd say, fuck you looking at, Gary. Shit. Fuck you. What the fuck? Shit, I missed again. Alright, yeah, you ain't gonna do shit. And also, what happened? I forgot. Can you tell me? He got lost. Oh yeah, he did get lost, but I think that's fucking later on. So as I've said, he was going insane in the membrane. He's going crazy, and he decided to hit the thing where people could talk to him. So they hit him. He hits the fucking thing because he's going insane, and he doesn't trust it anymore because he knows they're on some bullshit. So he's like, fuck this. Boom. Hits it. And then let's just say I'm just gonna skip ahead, Lucky. He hit himself on the head and all that, and because the creature, the skeleton, came back, and then the creature was not having it that day. So he was just, messing around with the submarine, and eventually he hit the submarine like crazy and fucked him up. So Simon got knocked out, and he's just, fucked up. Everything's off. The power's off. He can't see shit. So he uses that X-ray to see in the dark. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, when he was ascending and he was talking to Ava, he got really pissed off. They were arguing because Ava wouldn't listen to him because he's a convicted terrorist. So he took a picture, and since I've already said how he gets the picture, it's an X-ray, camera. So think about an X-ray. It's radioactive. So he took a picture, and he gave 3 people radioactive poisoning, which is not a good thing. And damn it, it's basically like Chernobyl. It was The guy got in pretty bad condition, and he's just really apologetic about it, telling Ava that he's sorry. I don't wanna say too much. I wanna let y'all just watch it. But with the movie, I just say that yeah, with this movie it's so good. It really is good. Love the filmmaking, and I just hope there's more stuff kind of like this within the future. With movies kind of like this, it's really interesting. And yeah, there were some twists and all that. I'm not really gonna get into it fully because I want y'all to watch it, and I'm just giving my take on it. I'm just yapping about it because I don't usually have anybody to talk to it about, movies and how it is. I usually just go alone and then watch it just by myself. That's just how it really is. That's why I like it. Most of the time. Just depends. It really just depends. Especially with horror movies. Mark did a pretty good job at this movie. It's really different, and I'm not really trying to be biased on it. And, it's just crazy just to see somebody complete something just like this. But yeah, it was my movie. It was my movie? Fuck out of here. It was not my movie. I did not. It was my birthday when I was watching it, but since I wanted to watch it late at night, it was like 10 to 12. That's when it was gonna end. It was a really nice thing to watch right afterwards. So it was nice watching it, and it's really different to all of the things that I've watched. Within these years of being into horror films and different types of things. Oh wait, should I just talk about the ending, low key? Yeah, the ending is it's pretty wild. So, Mark Simon finds this ship called the SM-8. It's another type of submarine, and he's basically getting lied to, saying because bless you, thank you, I appreciate it, because Ava told Mark not really promised, but told Mark that he was going to be the first one going into the submarine and checking out the landscape that's within the ocean floor. So he checks it out, and he finds a submarine just like his, which is called the SM-8, and he discovers it. He gets a signal because he ascends a little bit from the speakers. He doesn't think that it's true that they found him and they're hearing him. So he finds out he's telling them codes like, how many people did I give radioactive poisoning up there? And then she says 3. So it's basically confirmed that yes, it's real, because he was hallucinating and he was talking to his head, but he was talking to the skeleton, which was crazy. But yeah, he gets the black box recordings, he gets the files and all of that, but again, he was lied to, and it was destined for him to die in the ocean of blood, because he was welded in, and he was basically on his last square of oxygen, and it was depleting. Since he had everything within his file and his black box, because he transferred it and got the information, now what he had to do was protect it, because of the skeleton was talking to him and somehow communicating. It was like a god type of power. I don't know. It was talking about God. It's really fucking confusing and creepy. I don't know why, but the creature met up with Mark. The man was in so much blood. He was covered in so much fake blood. it was crazy. He saves the black box because the creature was eating the SM-8 submarine first, and then the skeleton went after Mark, and then Mark was like, "Fucking come get me, bitch!" and then just rams into the skeleton, and he cracks the window. So yeah, everything's leaking. There's so much blood, fake blood, of course, and yeah, he had to get the black box from his like little like mechanical manhole that he had to, restart the engine from because it was filling up with blood. And if he didn't save it and the skeleton ate it, he's fucked, and everybody else is fucked. So he basically had to do a save the world type, thing. He saved it. He put it in like a little safety buoy, a life jacket. He put it in a life jacket so it could float up to the surface so they could get it. And that's what happened. He doesn't survive, of course. He's sealed in. The skeleton's gonna eat him. The submarine, no, it doesn't implode. It explodes. It explodes in the mouth of the creature, and it cuts a little bit to the, I think a little bit an hour or two ahead, and it just shows the black box and being strapped to the life jacket surfacing, and there's a boat approaching it, and somebody got it. So they received all the data that was from SM-8 and the one that he was on. So he did save the day, I think. I don't know what happens because it just cuts right there to the credits, and not much really happens afterwards. So yeah, that's technically the movie, and what I basically rate it as, no, it's not gonna be a 1, a nice little 9 or 8.5. It's a low 9 to high 8.5. That's for me, because with this film, it's really different, and it's a horror sci-fi movie. That's what they categorize this his film as, and it was really nice watching it. It wasn't really scary. There wasn't as many jump scares to other movies out there, which is nice, so I don't have to fucking shit my pants. But yeah, it was creepy. Like you felt like weird tension. Like it was always weird. Even like right now, I feel creeped out because this fucker is just watching me. Well, watching you, not even me. I think he's looking at the wall. Matter of fact, I don't know. But you better not take my RX-7 that's right behind me. The only downside I would give, and I feel like most people will give it, is that there's not as much dialogue that happens because realistically, Simon, he is in a submarine and he has limited oxygen, so he cannot yap or he cannot talk as much as anybody else could do on the surface. Because if he talks more, he'll be wasting the oxygen and he'll be taking up more, and then more carbon dioxide is going to be building up in the submarine, and he's fucked. There's not going to be much dialogue. It's kind of like a Quiet Place when it first came out. People were complaining that there wasn't much dialogue, but if I'm being honest, I don't mind that. It's pretty cool. And there's not much movies kind of like it. 8.5/9 out of 10 for me. Those are going to be the two ratings for me. Because I want to do more reviews like this. Should it be MC's thoughts, MC's mind? Yeah, I'll just say MC's mind. Yeah, that should be it. That'll be like a little playlist of videos that I make with reviewing movies and TV shows. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah. So I hope y'all have a nice day, and God bless. I hope y'all stay good and stay well. Hold on, let's try that. God bless. I hope y'all do well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.